Of Homeland Security officials are saying that ICE agents will be at the Super Bowl. Top DHS advisor Corey Lewandowski saying that there is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in the country illegally. Not the Super Bowl, not anywhere else. Well, all of this, of course, coming just days after the NFL announced Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny as the headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show. The artist has been a major critic of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. And ABC News' Alex Stone has the story.
When the Super Bowl kicks off in Santa Clara, California in February, ICE will be there conducting immigration enforcement, at least according to Corey Lewandowski, former Trump 2016 campaign manager and current special government employee at the Department of Homeland Security, telling the Benny Johnson podcast.
There is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl and nowhere else.
Federal agents from law enforcement agencies like ICE typically help to secure Super Bowl venues from terror attacks because they are such high-profile events. The Department of Homeland Security has not clarified if immigration enforcement really will unfold at the Super Bowl. Lewandowski's comments come after the NFL announced Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny will headline the Super Bowl's halftime show. Bad Bunny, real name Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, just closed a record-breaking residency in Puerto Rico ahead of a world tour. Bad Bunny had stopped performing in the U.S. because he said he was worried about ICE raids at his concerts, telling ID Magazine, quote, there was the issue of, like ICE could be outside my concert, and it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about. After the announcement that he will perform at the halftime show, Bad Bunny sang,
yeah. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to embrace the moment. I'm going to show what we have, our music, our culture. So
no worries.
I don't think about even on that. I'm just going to stage to enjoy and have fun.
All right, Alex Stone is joining me now with more on this. So, Alex, we know every year the security posture at the Super Bowl is huge. Right. ICE agents are there. Is it different this time, though? Is their mission different?
That we don't know yet. And that's going to be the question through all of this. You heard Lewandowski there saying they're going to be there doing immigration enforcement. Yeah. I've covered probably a dozen Super Bowls, and we've gone out with the Department of Homeland Security, with Border Patrol before. They usually handle the airspace and the water around a Super Bowl, so they're always there. But are they going to be there for a different mission and actually doing immigration enforcement? Based on what he said, maybe, but the Department of Homeland Security isn't saying.
That's interesting. The footprint of the Santa Clara Super Bowl is so big, too.
And you've got water, and you've got air, and the San Jose airport is right there. I covered a Super Bowl there one year where the planes take off right over the stadium, and you've got that aspect of it as well.
There's a lot going on. Okay, let's also talk about Portland, though. National Guard troops have been federalized. They're not on the ground yet, though. Right. What's the latest there?
So they're getting trained right now in crowd control, same thing we saw here in L.A., where they come out. This is not what they normally do. So they've got to learn using batons and using shields and pepper balls and what you do with a crowd, what the law is around interacting with a crowd, what the rules of engagement are. They're doing all that now. There is a court hearing tomorrow to decide, can they do this legally? The state of Oregon says this is illegal, what the president's doing. There is a federal court hearing tomorrow. We'll see what that judge does. But they could be out on the streets this weekend, maybe early next week.
Those legal battles, though, have been navigated even here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and in fact, during a pre-hearing earlier this week, they kept saying, we're going to look to what went on in L.A., that a lot of what was argued in L.A. is going to be argued in Oregon. A judge here in L.A. said that the deployment was not legal. That has been held up by the Ninth Circuit. It could do the same thing.
Okay, so we'll be watching that play out for a while. Alex.
You got it.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And pretty much this is, a video from yesterday from ABC News. All right. And it says ICE to conduct immigration enforcement at the Super Bowl. And pretty much Esau Edom is covering the whole nation concerning coming down on you. All right. Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. OK, now, when they found out this dude, Bad Bunny, which is an Ephraimite, he's one of the biggest artists in the world. You know, when they found out he was performing at the Super Bowl, They said, you know what? All right, we know a lot of Northern Kingdom is gonna be there, so we gonna send ICE down there because they know he has a lot of fans, you know, amongst the so-called Latinos. All right, so now these devils are basically like, peep what this dude said when she asked him this question right here. All right, let's check this out one more time because I didn't want to stop the video.
That we don't know yet, and that's going to be the question through.
Is huge.
Right.
ICE agents are there. Is it different this time, though? Is their mission different?
That we don't know yet.
See, is their mission different? All right. And he says that we don't know. Well, why else would they be going down to the Super Bowl if one of the biggest Latino artists in the entire world is performing? Because they want to invade Jake. All right. They want to invade Jake. And what I mean by they're covering the entire nation, Northern and Southern Kingdom, you know, you got ICE basically, ICE is basically conducted at the Northern Kingdom, right? You know, elite, so-called illegal immigrants and things of that nature. And then you have the National Guard, which is going to cities like Portland, LA, Chicago. You know, the National Guard, that's mainly toward the Southern Kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right. Now, you do got some ICE agents mixed up in there, but it's mainly like National Guard, you know. So Esau is attacking Jake as a whole. All right. Not just the Northern Kingdom or the Southern Kingdom, but everybody. And Jake is completely under attack. And they're making you the face of terrorism. They're making you the face of violence. They're making you look like you're the problem and the enemy. OK, and this is all going to lead to what we've been telling you for starting with the apostles and elders for decades, is Jacob's trouble. OK, it is the time of Jacob's trouble. And I just did this video yesterday with this dude, Stephen Miller. Right. Just did this video yesterday with this dude, Stephen Miller.
All right. Shalom, shalom.
And
first and foremost,
he basically was going into how he wants to unleash the police force in Memphis. He told the cops they're unleashed. OK, you're unleashed. All right. So that's what they're doing, man.
I was cleaning pee every single day until I found what rescue shelters use to stop indoor peeing. I tried everything.
All right, welcome back, Department of Homeland.
So they're going at you. They're coming at the tribes, man. All right. And Esau Edom is basically letting you know that perpetual hatred is forever. And it's really the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that's putting it on him. OK, because we know that the Lord is his whipping stick. OK, the Most High uses these Edomites as his whipping stick. But the time is coming to where you Israelites, you're the main target, man. Here it is, all this wickedness that's going on in this man's society, but he's focused on you. Okay, all the trafficking going on, the they're in debt. Okay, trillions of dollars of debt. All right, you know, all this organ TRAF, you know, going on. It's a bunch of wickedness going on in this earth, but Esau Edom is focused on you because you are who you are, and that anger is perpetual and it's forever. Okay, so like I said, he's attacking the Northern Kingdom via ICE, attacking the Southern Kingdom via National Guard, running up in there. You know, this was another one I saw that the brother from Hawaii did. You know, running up in there, snatching kids. You know, this one right here.
You're getting new reports about a.
You know, F them kids. ICE agents drag children out of bed. Ramshack Chicago building. You know. Hey, that's the that's the perpetual hatred. All right, Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord power, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Okay? And he kept his wrath forever. And that's what you see. These Edomites don't give a damn, man. All right. And like I said, really it's the spirit of Yahweh Shemiah Shai that's being placed upon them because it was prophecy. But you got ICE coming after, the so-called illegal immigrants. All right. Which those tribes are really over here first. If anything, this damn devil is the illegal immigrant. The Native Americans didn't give you a invitation, a RSVP. We know it was prophecy. Okay. But you still rape, robbed, and murdered for everything that you have. And now you trying to turn the tables on to them and make it seem like, oh, you guys are illegals, But that's what the devil does, man. Okay? And like I said, that anger is perpetual. It's forever. And you got people wondering why things happen to them. Why is the white man always so hard on us? Well, it's prophecy. Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came into me saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And ever since the prophets of Yahweh Shemiah Shai have went out there on the highways and the byways and started teaching this word, going all the way back to the apostles and elders. And really, '07 was a big thing when this word hit the YouTube. All right. This place has strategically started to circle the drain. All right. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And this is the point, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay? And this is what you're doing. Shedding the blood of the children of Israel. All right? Sending so-called agents down there to the Super Bowl to round Jake up. Which, hey, in all actuality, you deserve it. Because, let's balance it out. You Israelites, hey, you hearing the words of the Lord. Okay? You see the camps out there, but you walk past the camps. You don't get the warning. So a false balance is an abomination unto the Lord, right? Now, mind you, Esau, Edom is attacking the whole nation, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Like I said, Northern Kingdom with the ICE agents, Southern Kingdom with the National Guard, sending them into your states, in your neighborhoods where you dwell at. Right, it is the time of Jacob's trouble. And only the elect is going to be saved out of that, man. But at the same time, you niggas, to balance it out, you deserve the judgment because you so damn wicked. And the scriptures say all that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man. And we can't really have the spirit on us like we feel sorry for you. We do these videos to point it out, but we can't feel sorry for you, man, because the election have obtained it and the rest were blinded. All right. So yeah, they gonna have let me get back to this one. Lord willing, it don't play no damn commercial. Oh, Salak. Get it off this real quick. I don't really like when people call me as soon as you try to do a lesson, people try to call you.
Would you rather pay $1,000 a month or $10 a month for GLP-1s? Roe checks your insurance.
All right, welcome back. Department of Homeland Security officials are saying that ICE agents will be at the Super Bowl.
So they're going to have these ICE agents at the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a different approach. You won't possibly see on the news they rounding Jake up at the Super Bowl, man. Okay? Because this dude is one of the biggest artists in the world. And he even stopped performing. This Bad Bunny dude, he stopped performing, which he's a weirdo too. But he stopped performing in the U.S. because, ICE was basically coming to his concerts. So he didn't want to see people getting rounded up. So he stopped performing in the U.S., but he took that Super Bowl invite. So yeah, man, this devil is coming at the Northern Kingdom and he's coming at the Southern Kingdom, man. And pursuant to, we know Jeremiah 30:7, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Revelation 12:12, like we brought out in the last lesson. All right. Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Yahweh. Okay. Remember, O Yahweh, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. And we know that, hey, there's no rest here, man. There's no rest here. There's one in Lamentations. Oh, this is the one I wanted too. 4:1. How has the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthling pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter, right? The work of the hands of the power, the apple of the Lord's eye, okay? And when you see these different things, like these raids, okay, these are the children of the Lord. These are the children of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, the apple of the Lord's eye, man. All right. So yeah, how is gold become dim? Via prophecy. Okay, via prophecy. But the beautiful part about it is we're getting ready to be back on top. That's the beautiful part about it, man. Okay, but a lot of our people don't understand prophecy, man. But this devil is attacking. He's attacking Jake as a whole, man. Strategically. Go listen to what Stephen Miller said if you didn't see it yesterday. Go listen to what he said. The police force, you're released. You are released. Oh, no, he said unleashed. You are unleashed. All right. But we're entering into the time of salvation, man. Okay. After this trouble, there's gonna be salvation. Okay. Revelation 21:1. Hear the conclusion of the matter right here. All right. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right. And this is the salvation. And he shall Salakia. And Yahweh of Salakia, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. All right. And he said unto me, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of water of life freely. Okay. And right now, Jake don't have that, man. You under attack by your enemy, which is biblical prophecy. I'll say that again. But hey, if you don't get right with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, you know, our people are going to continue to be under attack. And there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it because the Lord is allowing these things to happen because you're going off in the spirit. You're going off. You're going off physically. You're going off in the spirit. You're going off as a whole, man. You know? So we're going to continue to watch out for this. You know, we're going to report on it. Watch out for it. Because it's only going to get worse for Jake. This is only the beginning stages, man. This is only the beginning stages. All right? So, hey, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders once again that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.